Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the nightly routine. I'm going to be going over what's the nightly routine, why you should have a nightly routine, what to do, what not to do, the benefits I've noticed, what I do for my nightly routine even. By the end of this video, you should be able to have a killer nightly routine set up. Let's get into it. So what is a nightly routine and why is it even important in the first place? Well, very simple. A nightly routine is the routine before bed. So what could this be? Whatever you do before you fall asleep. So it could be an hour, 2 hours, even as little as 30 minutes before you fall asleep. What are you doing before you sleep? Your nightly routine sets you up for your morning routine. And in a previous video, you can go check out the video I made about morning routine a while back. But the morning routine, it sets the tone for the entire day. If the morning goes productive, the rest of the day is productive. And in order to have a good morning, you need to have a very good nightly routine. So this is where the nightly routine comes in. This is key. If you mess this up, you're going to wake up not feeling so well, feeling kind of tired, feeling kind of low energy, and your whole day is going to be ruined. So you need to get the nightly routine down. First things first, we're going to talk about activities to avoid in your nightly routine. Blue lights. So this is anything that comes from an electronic device. The problem with blue lights is it signals to your eyes that it's daytime. So your brain is going to start producing cortisol. And melatonin is going to go down and you're going to have a hard time falling asleep. My best recommendation is your phone should just be down in the first place. Next thing is going to be intense exercise. So yes, we want to exercise. Intense exercise, good for you, great. But not right before bed. So again, that 30 minutes to 2 hours before you end up falling asleep, whatever time you do sleep at, or ideally want to sleep at, you want to cut out the intense exercise, okay? Take it easy. Training, you can train during the morning, noon, afternoon, but once it gets to, that 30 minutes to 2 hours before bed, you want to be done with training, okay? Another thing is caffeine. Caffeine is a stimulant. It's going to get you wired. It's going to get you awake. You don't want to be right before bed, wired. You want to be able to, be calm so you can fall asleep. Alcohol, you're going to have a drink from time to time. 99% of people will. The thing is, day to day, you don't want to be drinking alcohol near your bed. You don't really want to be drinking alcohol, period, day to day. But when you do, try not to drink it right before bed. Okay, this is going to destroy your sleep. Bed for non-sleeping activities. Okay, I'm pretty sure 99% of the population is guilty of this. I'd be lying myself if I said that I wasn't guilty of this, but I no longer do this. Bed for non-sleeping activities. Like my bed is for sleeping and that's it, period. It's not for sitting down on my phone, like before I sleep. No. It's not for eating in my bed. My bed is for sleeping and that's it. There's been studies that show that where you sit and what you do where you are, your brain associates something with that. So for example, with your bed, if you watch videos and get dopamine, if you eat food on your bed, your body's going to associate that with the bed instead of associating sleep with the bed. Or if you're at your desk and you play video games, your body's going to associate the desk with video games and fun. The way I like to do it is the bed is for sleeping, the desk is for working. If I want to go do some leisure activities, there's another spot for that. But you want to be careful not to use your bed for non-leisure activities. Listen, if you want to meditate on your bed, you want to read a book on your bed, that's not bad. Next thing is a regular sleep schedule. I know for most people, they're not going to be able to sleep at the exact same time and wake up at the exact same time every day. It's ideal, but you're not going to be able to. But you want to at least get it within a 1 to 2 hour window. So you don't necessarily need to have an exact set time for your nightly routine. I would best recommend that you have a time window, okay, between 10, 11, 12. Okay, 10, my phone goes down. 11, I'm going to start lying down, do my meditation, just collect my thoughts. It can change from day to day, but for the most part, this is something that you need to keep really, really consistent. Another thing is heavy meals. I talked about this in my sleep video a little while back, but I'll elaborate on it a little bit. You do not want to be having heavy meals before bed, okay? 3 to 4 hours before you fall asleep, you want to be done eating. So let's say you fall asleep at 11, you don't want to eat past 8, ideally even 7, just depending on how big the meal is. Okay, so now we're going to talk about activities to consider during your nightly routine. I touched on a few of these, but again, putting your electronics down at some point. Set a time range for the nightly routine. Reading, meditation/visualization. It's a good time to meditate, become more present. Visualization, if there's something you're trying to achieve, something you're trying to do, you can visualize it, do affirmations. Journaling is another thing. Showering, supplements, gratitude, making a power list of things you need to do the next day. In the future, I'm going to make some videos on productivity, time management, how to get as much output for your input as humanly possible. I'll touch more on making the power list the night before, but it is definitely a great thing you can do, and it's definitely going to help you succeed the next day. And that's what the nightly routine is all about. Preparing your clothes the night before, at least knowing what you're going to wear the next day, it saves brain power, because we only have a limited amount of brain power, and we have to choose, are we going to focus it towards our work and what our important tasks are, or are we going to waste it on unimportant tasks? A lot of billionaires, you'll notice that they literally wear the same thing every day. Why? Because it saves them mental real estate, and they can take that and focus it on the bigger, more important tasks that are going to move the needle ahead in their life. And last thing is stretching. I like stretching and movement in the morning more, but a lot of people like to do it at night. Ideally, you probably want to do it twice a day. Can't let perfection be the enemy of good. You just can't out here. My nightly routine. So it's going to start with electronics down. Okay, I have an alarm set on my phone. I'll show you guys here. Look, it's a 10 p.m. alarm. When this alarm rings, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. Maybe I give myself a minute or two to finish up, but 99% of the time this alarm rings. It's like in the military, when 5 a.m. the alarm goes off, you're up. For me, it means we put the phone down. Okay, right away, I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna take my supplements. Then I'm gonna go to the basement. I'm gonna brush my teeth. Okay, then I'm gonna hop into 5 to 10 minutes of meditation. I'm gonna go to my desk. I should have put this point down, but my room is gonna be dark. I'm gonna have my lamp in the corner here. I'm gonna get the remote out. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna set the remote to red. Okay, I'm gonna set the remote to red. Why? Red is the lowest Kelvin on the light spectrum. It helps increase your melatonin production. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna read a book. I'm gonna take out a book. I'm gonna just grab a book. Boom, be here, reading the book. Sometimes I'll read 5-10 pages. Sometimes I'll read 20-30 pages. It's not really, a set amount I like to read. I just like to read until I get tired. Then I'm gonna go close the book, bookmark in, put it back, hit the bed, and fall asleep. All right, so now we're gonna talk about the benefits. So the first benefit is better sleep. When you're consistently sleeping at the same time and waking up at the same time, your circadian rhythm is gonna be intact, and you're gonna notice your sleep quality is a lot better. You're gonna be able to get away with like 5, 6, 7 hours occasionally, and it'll feel like you slept 8 or 9, although you should be getting 8 or 9 every day. You're gonna have more energy. Again, it comes back to the circadian rhythm. You're gonna be wired all day, and you're not gonna get tired until late at night. When you're waking up at different times every day, you feel groggy, you're not 100% sharp. That has to do with a lack of circadian rhythm. You're gonna have a consistent sleep schedule. So a lot of people say, I can't sleep this, sleep that. If you really give the right systems, because we understand that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So if your reaction or your effect is, I can't sleep, then what is the cause? What is the action that is causing that I can't sleep? Yeah, and again, last note here, deposit withdrawal. Most people are making withdrawals. What do I mean by withdrawal? Self-sabotage. I'm going to go to bed late. I'm going to eat junk food. I'm not going to exercise. Versus deposits. I'm going to go to bed on time. I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to do what I have to do for work. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to exercise. And you're constantly making these deposits, and eventually you stockpile so much goodwill and so much discipline and so much progress. You stockpile so much of that. But when you're constantly making withdrawals, you're just losing. But when you're constantly making deposits, just a stack of wins, and then you get confidence. And then now I tell myself I can do something, and I can do it because I trust myself to do it. And I have this stack pile of wins that I've slowly deposited. All right. That wraps up the video for nightly routine. I hope you guys enjoyed. Okay. Before I go, if you guys want to stay up to date with my daily exclusive stories on Instagram, give me a follow at Nicholas Natchov. I'm going to put the link in the description. And yeah, thanks for making it to the end. If you actually apply the stuff I'm telling you in this video, you guys are going to have a very, very good nightly routine. You're going to be able to be extremely productive, wake up early. You'll just notice your life change dramatically. So again, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.